Well, Lori Vallow has now been found guilty of the murder of her daughter and her son and conspiracy in the murder of Tammy Daybell, on top of several conspiracy charges, for the grand larceny, the theft of actual money when it came to what she collected after the children were dead. It's never going to be, enough. It's never going to be closure for the family and the loved ones of JJ, Ty Lee, and Tammy. But today I wanted to bring something forward to you that, after watching several different videos online, it seems a lot of people missed when the testimony was given about the death of Tammy Daybell. First off, do you know what the actual cause of death was for Tammy? First, they initially ruled that it was natural causes. But do you know what the cause of death was listed as after they exhumed her body? Well, ladies and gentlemen, no surprise at all. It was not poisoning. Even though initially a lot of people believed that it was a certain type of mineral, stone that could have been given to her, that she was foaming at the mouth. There is nothing listed in the forensics examination at all that said that she was foaming at the mouth and when the EMTs arrived, that she was found in bed, and that they called, even the EMTs initially called into question the possible time of death in this case, but they didn't have enough information to say that it was foul play. They initially, she went to the morgue, and then was released to a funeral home, listed as natural causes was the cause of death. But now we know it was asphyxiation. She died the same way as the children, asphyxiation. But additionally, when her body was exhumed to do the actual full forensic examination of her body, they found bruising on her body, signs that she was restrained at the time that she actually was asphyxiated. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the bruising that they found on the body was on the wrists and on the neck and head area. That someone was either had their knees or something holding her hands down so she couldn't fight back. But additionally, then there's the bruising on her neck and facial area near the jaw that showed that she was asphyxiated. This is something that a lot of people seem to have missed, and something that Chad Daybell is definitely going to have to answer to. Was it Chad that held her down, pinned her arms with his legs, and then asphyxiated her? Or did he just quietly slip out of bed and let Alex Cox, Lori's brother, do the job? We don't know right now. But while we're on the subject, let's talk about Lori Vallow and what's next for her. Right now, she has been found guilty on every single charge, the amended charges. When I say amended, I mean that they took off the death penalty in this case. So that is an amended set of charges. She was found guilty on every charge. And now, here in 90 days from now, they will have the actual sentencing portion of the trial itself. We know the death penalty has been taken off the table. Her most likely sentence is life in prison without the possibility of parole. And Mr. Archibald, her attorney, has already said that they plan to appeal this actual conviction. She doesn't have the money, though, to fight an appeal, to file an appeal. She will have to either get Mr. Archibald to do it with the state paying him, or he will have to find somebody else who can handle the actual appeal. Because again, she has no money. Chad had the interest in the home and the farm that he put up for his defense, collateral, if you will, to pay the actual bill itself for him while he fights his trial, which is upcoming still. When Mr. Woodcock, Larry Woodcock, and Kay were leaving the court, a reporter off camera asked them if they planned to file a wrongful death suit against Lori Vallow. All Larry Woodcock did was smile and walk away. There's nothing for them to fight. There's no reason to drag it through that actual hearing because, again, Lori has nothing. She has no money. Additionally, Ada County Court and the actual jail itself there, where Lori Vallow will wait until sentencing, has put her on intensive supervision. It's their version of solitary where she can be watched because it has been proven that a lot of inmates kill themselves within a certain period of time after getting a sentence like this. The mental health welfare, I know a lot of people are surprised that we need to actually do this, but the laws are the laws. You must try to protect the inmate from self-harm and from inmates who may harm them. Well, if you know anything about the justice system in America, we know wherever she goes, she will be in protective custody because, well, people don't like people who harm children, let alone kill them. Her and Chad already had a day and a time set aside when they were going to off themselves to cross over to the other side so they could leave the 144,000. But now you must ask yourself, and a lot of people within this case and the court system itself have to ask, has she picked another day? So that's where we are in the Lori Vallow saga. Rest in peace, JJ. Rest in peace, Tammy. And rest in peace, Ty Lee, Charles, and let's not again forget Joseph. Thank you again for watching today's video, and you have a terrific weekend. You're still here? Okay, I guess you want to know a little bit more. Well, the state of Arizona, when it comes to the murder of Charles Vallow, has not decided if they will have her extradited back to Arizona to stand trial for the actual charge of murder of Charles Vallow. Now, this could be something that, and it's always been something that has been hanging over her head. If she was found innocent in Idaho, the likelihood was that they were definitely going to extradite her back to Arizona to stand trial for the murder of Charles. But right now, they haven't decided if they will. They could very well still do it, and then she'll have that murder charge in case she is able to ever win an appeal in the state of Idaho, which you should know she has at least 2 different grounds for an actual appeal. One is her violation of her state constitutional and federal constitutional rights to a speedy trial. Yes, they dragged it out a little bit longer than it should have. And the second avenue to her appeal is on the actual jurisdictional, did they have the right to actually extradite her back and hold her for, on the extradition from Hawaii back to Idaho. I know it seems like it would be, a very simple legal matter. Turn up, bring JJ to court, and the whole thing would have been gone. But did the state of Idaho have the right to extradite her from Hawaii back to Idaho? Those are her 2 grounds right now. Of course, there's always, evidentiary, or, other issues within the actual case itself that she could appeal on. But those are the 2 that have always been there. Will the state of Arizona extradite her back to Arizona to stand trial for murder in case of, Charles? Well, we're going to have to wait to see.